Salve a tutti ragazzi e benvenuti sul canale di Ark1X. Oggi siamo su Hitch e siamo pronti per la quarta corsa. Speriamo di non incontrare un altro malato di mente, che è una roba assurda sto gioco. Ok, dove ci troviamo innanzitutto? Siamo nel baule di un'auto. Sempre peggio ragazzi. Cellulare. Allora, beh, chiamiamo il numero a sto punto. Ci siamo finiti qui dentro.
Yellow. Copernicus? Is that you?
Copernico.
Let me guess. You've gotten yourself into some kind of jam. Swinging by your toes over a tiger cage?
Vabbè, guarda un po', siamo chiusi dentro un baule.
Locked in a trunk? That doesn't sound like part of your dream. How'd you
No.
manage that? Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You've sworn to deceive me, Vern. I'm going to feed the birds now. I want to know the truth. Look where that got you. Speaking of which, did you find the box, Copernicus? Have you opened it yet? Figure out a way to open that box, Copernicus.
La
Inside, you'll find
scatola.
out who you really are. Don't mess with him, kid. He's the final gatekeeper.
Come
Way too
guardiano
strong.
supremo.
You need to learn the spell first, before you can go up against him.
Sempre più strano.
Hey, if I knew it, I'd tell you. But let's start by getting you out of that box. Lucky for you, I've got my farmer's almanac here. Let's have a look. Hang on.
Sì, ma fatemi uscire da qui.
Cabbage, caraway, carrot, car trunk. First thing you should do is reach around for the latch. Sounds kind of
Di
obvious.
solito sono di lato. Come non...
Okay, next step. See if you can scare up the brake lights. Can you find them? It's a little gizmo with some wires.
Scatola dei cavi. Trovato.
Okay. Yank on the wires and try to pull the lights into the trunk with
Al
you.
massimo gli togliamo gli stop. Che cacchio ci serve a noi, raga?
Got them?
E là.
What color are the lights?
Rosse.
We need a green light, kid. A steady green light. That's the way forward. Gotta run now. Good luck to
Come in
you, kid.
bocca al lupo. Oh. Dammi una mano, maledetto disgraziato. Ah, quindi... allora qua potrei fare... Scusa un attimo. Aspetta, deve esserci qualcosa. Allora, qua non va né il verde né il rosa, quindi possiamo mettere il blu a sto punto. No? Poi qua non va, potrebbe essere giusto. E qua un più. Proviamo col blu? No. Proviamo col verde? No. È strano. Allora, e se questo io lo mettessi... Vabbè, ma di là non mi interessa. Se questo io lo mettessi qua... No, qua no, perché non può starci. Quindi io questo lo metto qua, è sempre verde. Se questo... Ok, ok, ho capito forse. Poi... Ok. E qui se non sbaglio il rosa. Ok, dovrebbe essere tutto giusto, no? Andiamo ancora. Bene, mamma mia ragazzi. Tom Cruise, spostati. Cioè, siamo di nuovo... Oddio, chi è questo ora? Salve?
ما أدري شو تسوي بسيارتي بس
Ieri
من
alla
حضرتي
carrera
بهذا
nato
المكان
Lulupa.
راح تسح بعدين.
In inglese
انجلش.
è meglio, so.
آسف. ما أدري هاي مو صدق بس أنا أشعر به
Ehi,
كاني من صدق حجة سعر كل شيء هنا
mannaggia.
إلها دلالة
Rakim, stai
ورمزية
zitto un attimo.
السترن الجير
Non riesco
والهارب
a
على
capirti,
الدشبورد
no. Salam
هسه
aleikum.
حتى لو أحد إيدي من السترن السيارة من كيف تمشي
Oh,
عدل
non ti capisco,
هي
maledetto
معود على كيفك
disgraziato.
أريد أوقف
Te lo do io l'Augef. Allora. Te non stai bene. Come esci dal bagagliaio? E che Allora. Scatola chiusa. Gira, gira l'oggetto. Siamo a The Room. Ma come esco dal bagagliaio?
I'm sitting here, my gaze is drifting over the horizon.
Te la metto a palla.
And I lost my memory on the only way over to
Dai ragazzi.
nowhere.
Ma di discoteca.
And the tyrants race over the glowing asphalt. And I try to find an image of you. And the sweet fireflies, they dance in the night. They are stumbling on my way back to you. I'm sitting here, my gaze is on the stotelos tu. Un fantôme mirage unique d'horizonte. Pamięć wybległa nadzieja, popepa mnie do przodu. Gwiazdy na niebie lecą mi, dziwne reflety mocy.
Devono andare in sincrono sti due.
For in here my gaze is drifting over the horizon.
Dai. Ora è giusto.
And I lost my memory on the only over to nowhere.
Sì.
And the tyrants race over the glowing asphalt. And I try to find an image
Carina come
of
canzoncino alla fine. Però... Oh, sì, basta,
They dance
Wake up.
back to the shore. I'm sitting here, my gaze is drifting over the horizon. And I lost my memory on the only way over to nowhere. And the tyrants race over the glowing asphalt. And I try to find an image of you.
Non riesco a
And the
capire.
sweet fireflies, they dance in the night. They are stumbling on my way back to you. I'm sitting at the orizzonte, stotelos tu dromu. Vorite nadite tu orizzonte, stotelos tu dromu. Έχω ακούσει ότι ο ουρανός είναι glowing asphalt. No puedes pararte de view. Έχω ακούσει ότι Hitch viens en mí. Such is night. For sitting here, my gaze is drifting
Okay.
over the horizon. English? No, sorry. I could, of course, back in the real world.
Lo stai
But it doesn't
parlando?
seem to have come with me into this place. To me, this
Infatti,
sounds
come
like home.
arabo. Base
I guess it
sciroccata. A
depends on
parte che hai
one's
una linea
perspective.
nell'orecchio che non so.
Anyway,
Se si sta
as
staccando la
long as you're
faccia,
not going to
attenzione.
start shouting at me again, it's an improvement. How would I know? It's not even my car.
Come non è la tua auto?
No idea. I find myself behind the wheel here night after night.
L'uomo
And the
che
trunk,
cavalcava
that's
le
my dream
macchine.
too. You don't want to know how many hours I've spent in there, trying to shift my legs to keep them from falling asleep.
Chiamale più forte. Citazione di Aldo Giovanni Giacomo, ragazzi.
What do you mean? Whose guard? Yours? Now I know you must be an English speaker. The only people in the world convinced that every story revolves around them. Who are you, anyway?
Bene, effetti.
I'm not sure, actually. But here, it's funny. On this highway, everybody calls me Al-Shatir.
Mi chiamo Copernico. Sì, sì, mi sono sulle pentole. Come Coperchio più che altro. Sì, ma c'è una tempesta in arrivo in lontananza.
A famous astronomer. I guess you don't learn about him in your schools. One of the forefathers of astronomy. In many ways a predecessor to... Yes, that's right. Copernicus, Al-Shatir. Two iconoclasts from different lands who challenged the belief that the sun revolves around the earth. Two dreamers who had the
Che belli i colori
that the
pastello.
human consciousness is not the only thing in the center of the universe. Maybe you're not just part of my story, like I'm not part of yours. You were trapped in the trunk, where I've been many times. It's like you've wandered into my dream, and I've wandered into yours.
Mazza, addirittura. Poi mi è
Takes a
difficile
leap of
credere.
faith, I know, to admit that we both exist.
Ok. È una bella pausa scenica, ma noi gli rompiamo le balle subito.
A man with many eyes. No, I've run across many strange things recently, but not that.
Dovessi vedere noi.
From wars, from bombings, from the cockroaches that crawl out as soon as the dust settles. On the news, you hear only about armies and religious madmen. But it's the gangsters that drove me away. They're the ones who did this to me. I'm one of the ones who didn't make it. Not all the way. I'm stranded somewhere in between, trying to complete the journey every night in my sleep. The El Mahdi army. They called themselves an army anyway. They were looking for my brother-in-law, because he worked as a translator for the US military. Neighbors warned us we should move, and so we did, twice. Luckily, no. He was safe with the army, beyond their reach. A few years passed and we forgot about the threat. Life had returned to normal, and that's when they came back and picked me up. 2 days later, when I woke up in a Baghdad hospital, I found out that they dumped me off there and told the hospital that I'd hurt myself in a work accident. Yes, after that, I couldn't stay.
Bene, effetti. Infatti.
What
no,
is your dream about? A breakup? That's it? Ah, that's more like it. Who has been kidnapped?
Da dove è
Who's this
finita la
person
nostra
that's
ragazza?
been taken away from you?
Se è mai esistita? Perché adesso mi viene anche il dubbio.
Do you have a photo? Who knows? Maybe I've seen her somewhere along this highway. I know her. The same woman, but with different hair color. I just saw her
Come?
at the
Oh,
gas
tutti
station a
l'hanno
few
vista
miles
tranne
back.
noi.
A decoy? What kind of game are you playing here?
Hitch Hiker?
I'd say you're lucky nobody got hurt. You sure? Didn't she also warn you that you're the one pulling the strings here? Well, that's their motto at Dante's. Customer is always right. They say that to all the patrons there. But listen, did she ask you to let her change forms? To assume a different identity? And what did you say? That's right. How do I put this? In this place, it's important to see things for what they really are. Keep them pinned down. The moment you start shifting things around to suit your needs, well, you're like Pandora, opening the box. There was a scene there at the gas station. She was being questioned by two men. She seemed to be explaining herself, pointing at the empty passenger seat in her car. They didn't really seem interested in her, though. They were more interested in the empty car seat. One man was wearing an orange vest. He seemed to be in charge. Another, shorter guy next to him. Mean-looking, like a shrew. A trap? So, they were looking for you? Sounds like getting in my dream. Getting in the trunk. May have saved your neck. No, I didn't get a look. I just heard one strange thing they said. That they were looking for a guy
Otto
with 8
dita.
fingers. They were going to find him. Something like that. 8 fingers. Eight digits, maybe. Uh-huh. And you wouldn't happen to have a strange blue box with you? Did you?
Sì.
That was the other thing they mentioned. They have the key, but don't want the box
Oh,
opened.
le palle qua, che succede?
Well,
Ah, che lo
if they
dobbiamo
were
toccare
chasing you,
come... suona
what's it?
malissimo ciò che ho
Have you
detto,
noticed how
però...
many tumbleweeds there are suddenly? I don't know, but the
Ehi, che
weather
sta
also seems
succedendo?
to be turning suddenly. Turn on the radio and see if you can find a
Dobbiamo
weather
trovare le
report.
previsioni meteo, ok.
My God! Get that
Oh,
thing
che
off the window!
cos'è?
Get it off! Get it off!
Ok, troviamo la frequenza.
It seems to be changing the weather conditions.
Baffling riddles for answers and questioning your own sanity with your hostess, Darlene, every day at 4:30. Don't miss a single episode.
Summer skies. Summer skies.
Dr. Z.
Allora, secondo me è la prima.
Summer skies. Sunny skies. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy 72 degrees, with mild breezes throughout the day. Although there is only a 10% chance of rain, this good weather can't last forever. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy 72 degrees,
Oh, yeah,
with
che-
mild breezes throughout the day. Although there is only a 10% chance of rain, this good weather can't last forever. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy 72 degrees, with mild breezes throughout the day. Although there is only a 10% chance of rain, this good weather can't last forever. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. Sunny skies. Sunny skies today, and we could hardly... Sunny skies today, and we could hardly ask for better weather. A balmy...
Suddenly,
Ok,
it's sunny.
ha
It's
fatto
not
tornare il
working.
sole.
They're stuck to the car. We need some other kind of weather to get clear of them.
Quindi ci vuole del vento. Così?
Looks like tornado conditions now.
Ok.
Look, the tornado. It's starting to pull the tumbleweeds
Madonna
off
che
the
sta
car,
creando.
but it's not strong enough.
Warning, tornado 40 feet from car. Warning, tornado 60 feet from car. Tornado 20 feet from car. Tornado warning. Warning, tornado 20 feet from car. Tornado warning, tornado 60 feet from car. Tornado 20.
Ok.
It worked. Oh, good
È un po'
riddance.
tosto sto pezzo, però è andata.
Look, that was very strange, even for this place. And the eyes on those things. It seemed they were spying, searching for something. Did you notice?
Bah,
What
non
do
so
you
che
know
vi siete
about these
fatti, ma
guys? The
è
ones
tutto molto
who
strano.
are after you. Seems he had a few extra to spare for the tumbleweeds. I see. What else? Oh, let's see. Balkan tours? Not directly, no. But I've heard about them. From a guy in Istanbul I met. He had made it through to Europe, but then had come back to get his family. But that's another story. He had come across this Balkan tours on his way back from Serbia. He warned everyone about them who would listen. Apparently, they had a charitable program to help refugees, promising to help them. But no one who accepted their help was ever seen from again. People just disappeared. And it wasn't just people in the refugee community either. Tourists too. There were strange stories. Did she mention anything about these Balkan tours to you? Yes, I guess merely the fact that you ever saw her again suggests otherwise. Still, it seems like a connection. Well, I hope she hasn't fallen into their hands now. Some of the stories circulating around refugee camps in Serbia at this time. I only heard bits and pieces. nothing very clear. Mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. People losing their minds and never coming back. Yes, people who were heading from Turkey into Croatia and Serbia were being warned about it. Watch out for mirrors. Rooms full of mirrors. Rooms full of ice. Well, my friend, I think right now the best thing you can do is run for safety. They probably have a good beat on your location, assuming the tumbleweeds were on their payroll. Make no mistake, these guys are dangerous. Well, we've all been in a dream we've wanted to wake up from, but couldn't, right? Let's
Ma
just
che
say
strano.
there are people who thrive on that fear and have ways of keeping you from waking up. Exactly. What did you do to these guys anyway? Why you? Right. Where did you get the box? They must be
Cioè,
worried
pian
about
piano si
what's
scoprono
inside.
cose.
Worried it will expose them, all the things they've done, to her and to all the other people they've hurt. I wish I knew. Even if I make it to my destination, I'm still not home. That's what it means to be an exile.
Ok.
My niece, Nadia, used to ask me that question all the time. Where are you going, uncle?
Magari voleva
She
saperlo
was
anche
the only
lei.
young person who knew I was leaving. Imagine, she knew when my father didn't. I was always mad at my sister for telling her. She would
Ok.
ask me that when I was putting her to bed. The only thing you can tell when a person that young asks you a question like that at bedtime. I told her the truth. Not the truth, but the truth wrapped in the blanket of a story.
Oh. Nadia Stories.
There's a place where the river Tigris runs through Baghdad. A place called the Two-Story Bridge. When I was a kid, I would go fishing there and look out at the water and wonder where it all led. As a child, I was told that the farthest place on the earth from Baghdad is a place called Fiji. I would train my eyes on the horizon and imagine that all the water led there, to the point where the sky met the earth. To my child's mind, Fiji was the place where the sky touches the earth. These people of Fiji, they must be very tolerant people to live in such a place where one has to stoop over at all times and can never stand up straight. Eventually, they resolved to leave and find a new home where the sky was farther from the earth, where the pandanus tree can grow high enough to be woven. So they left this land right under the sky, leaving behind those people so old and bent that they no longer cared to stand up straight. The other Fijians gradually moved away from the edge of the world, and the sky got a little higher, and then they found a marvelous place. It was fertile and lush, with excellent weather, an orange tree for every backyard. But there was one problem: earthquakes. Terrible earthquakes, as frequent as rains during the springtime in this country. All because the sky was still close to the earth. When there's thunder, it echoes off the roof of the sky and causes the ground to break.
Non so cosa sembra, ma non voglio dirlo. Ah, ecco, ok.
They built their entire civilization out of rubber. Rubber houses with rubber beds that would sway during the quakes, with rubber restraints that would hold the sleeping Fijians tight while they dreamed. But Nadia didn't want a bedtime story about that. She wanted a story about good and evil. The kind of story children like. So I changed it for her to be about a Fijian princess called Nadia, who finds the source of all the earthquakes. Yes, but it's a child's bedtime story. You can change the details as you go along. So, Nadia finds a dragon hiding under the earth. A dragon with a splinter in its toe, whose terrible roaring causes the earth to break. Nadia slays the dragon and saves the people by uttering a magic spell. Gonothi Seauton. Gonothi Seauton. It's actually Greek. Rolls
Poi
right
spara
off the
tutte
tongue.
le lingue tranne la sua.
Okay, that was interesting. Can you say that again? All the mirror eyes closed. Seems like it. And look, that's not the spell's only power. The card. There's a phone number on it now. Do you see it? The phone number? Do you know what this means? I think you're ready to make a certain phone call. Ready to put your spell to use? Good. Do you
Yeah.
have a phone?
Proviamo.
Even better. So, here's the plan. You call them and tell them you want to sign up for a tour. Doesn't matter. A tour of the Badlands, whatever. Just something to get close enough to them, to find out what's going on. Here's the thing. If they act like they're taking you on a tour, everything is good. But if they've figured you out, they'll try to distract you while they kidnap you. Take it from me. They tell you someone you care about is in danger, but don't believe it. If everything's fine, then everything's fine. But if someone you know is in danger, it's a trap. Get out of there. Are you ready?
Ok.
Dial the number.
Adesso lo prendiamo e componiamo il numero. Chiamiamo.
Yeah. Yep, what can I help you with? That's a big park. You near the Argus gas station on Route 90? It's the only area near the Badlands that gets decent cell reception. Alright, I'll pick you up in an hour. You don't have a car, do you? Just
Passa
guess
per
from
le
your
strade.
voice. So, see you in an hour. Don't worry, I'll find you.
Minchia. Che paura. Quindi.
So, it worked then? I think you'll be fine.
Ma
Just keep the
è
spell
diventato
close at hand.
trasparente. Ora è un
But
bug
remember,
o
if they start telling you someone
anche lo
close
specchietto
had
ha
been
qualcosa
hurt,
di strano?
it's a trap.
Sta diventando un fantasma.
Isn't that how these things
Ma
normally
c'è la
go
lettera
in
nel
the
culo.
stories of this country? Other characters show
Ma
up,
sta sparendo
impart some
sempre di
heart-earned
più.
wisdom, then conveniently
E
fade
adesso
away.
chi cacchio guida? Mo ci schiantiamo.
It's a few minutes before 3:30 in Istanbul. There's
Oh,
another
ma...
raft waiting.
Ma...
Gotta try.
Oh, oh.
Thanks. To you
Che ti
too.
devo dire,
I
vattene, no?
think you'll be fine. You have allies all along this road, even in the
Oh,
cars of enemies.
ma la macchina è una Tesla, va da sola. Vediamo la lettera.
Hey, sorry I haven't written in a while.
Ragazzi, che dire? Per questa quarta corsa è tutto sempre più strano e siamo quasi giunti alla fine. Dopo c'è solo la quinta corsa e vedremo un po'. E questo benedetto finale, che fine ha fatto la nostra ragazza. E poi, soprattutto, perché stiamo facendo tutto questo per la nostra ragazza? Ne trovavamo un'altra, era meglio. Vabbè, detto ciò, spero vi sia piaciuto il video, vi do appuntamento al prossimo. Ciao, guagliò.